Give me a beer, will you?
All right.
Thanks. Hello.
Ah, you again.
That's right, the mysterious pursuer. How'd you make out?
Badly. He's one of those rotten people who thinks he owns you just because he gives you a ride.
Well, I'm sure you were able to handle it.
Temporarily. It's bound to get harder if we go any further together. He's waiting for me outside.
Well, we'll keep him waiting then. As long as you don't mind riding in the open. Okay, you feel up to it?
Sure, I trust you.
Just a minute. This young lady is riding with me.
Not now.
You're wrong. She's getting in my car.
That's what you think. What do you say?
I'm coming with you.
I'm telling you, for your own good, something will happen.
Go to hell.
Look, they've got guests.
Usual nobodies who think they're somebody.
Hello, Stone.
Need a car?
She's the widow of Elsa's lawyer.
Gossip.
It's true.
Parasites. All they do is live off others and never say anything pleasant.
I don't think you're being fair. Who's he?
He's a lawyer's partner who married his widow. It's true. Some men will do anything in order to further their careers. Give me a card, will you, Maggie?
There's no doubt they're enhancing our reputations.
In any case, he's looking after Elsa's affairs now. Go on.
I want to know why Elsa's husband isn't here.
He's away on a business trip in Soren.
Poor old Ernest. How I must hate being a runaround for a businesswoman. I know I'd loathe it.
Yes?
Elsa? Ernest.
What's happening? I'm expecting you. My lawyer's here already. You're still up in Soren. Ernest, but that's absurd.
There's nothing I can do, Elsa. The lawyer's away, apparently, on some very personal matter. And he won't be back until late tonight.
Then I suppose you'd better wait. It's important to authenticate that signature. If we don't present the document tomorrow, we lose the option.
All right. See you later.
We're here in Soren. It's about 60 kilometers from Milan.
You'll do that in an hour easily.
What should we do? Stop here for the night? Or keep right on going?
I'd prefer to go on to Milan.
I would, too. It's getting rather late. Go on. You decide.
I don't mind traveling at night in the least.
Come here. I want to call Millen. Keep it change.
Thank you, sir.
I see from the map there are two roads to Milan.
Well, yes, the new highway and the old road.
Which is the better?
The old one's much shorter, but...
But what?
It's just that it means going through the valley, and at this time of year after sundown, there's often quite a bit of fog.
Thanks. What do I owe you?
$4.50, sir.
It's your life, so I guess you can do what you like with it.
I guess so.
But if you had any dignity, you'd leave your wife.
You know damned well I've always loved Elsa.
Yes, I know, all right.
Right up until last year, Elsa loved me, too. We were happy together. I hope that one day we will be again.
It's not that easy. Time you faced up to it.
Up to what?
It's Elsa's money you love. That's why you won't leave her.
You're wrong, Ellen. I have a fortune of my own.
Yes, you did 10 years ago. But you threw it all away on drink and women. Ernest, I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I don't mean it. I'm just made like that. I must be a silly idiot. 'Cause I love you.
Yes, I know.
But why doesn't she treat you the way I do? You've become a household pet. All she has to do is whistle.
She changed completely when her father died. She was suddenly responsible for the enormous fortune he had left her in his will. I don't know how it happened. But within a few days, she was transformed into a hard-headed businesswoman obsessed with deals.
And she denies you your conjugal rights. She hasn't let you near her bed in months. Forgive me, Ernest. Forgive me. No need to be angry. Where do you think you're going? You mustn't hate me. I'm a fool for you. Hold me. I adore you. And I can't help it, though I know it bores you. What's money, anyway?
Try paying the bills, and you'd know.
Those damn guests seem to be going at last.
You better watch your tongue. I know you when you drink. Somebody's coming.
I've spoken to my husband on the phone.
Has he had the signature authenticated?
Yes, but his car's broken down, and I must go and pick him up.
Would you like us to go with you?
No, there's no need. It'll take me no more than an hour.
We'll follow you in my car. That way you can hand over the document and we can go on.
All right, if you're in a hurry to get back home.
Not really, but I'd prefer to get back tonight so I can present the document tomorrow morning. Better to be early.
I can't really see this map in the dark. It's impossible to judge the distance.
Do you think we may have missed the turning?
It's quite possible.
Listen. Isn't it the sound of a car coming this way?
Yes. Here it comes now.
Stop them and ask the way.
Well, we can try.
Fred, look out!
Can't see a thing.
I can't imagine why you insisted on going home tonight.
How was I supposed to know this fog would come down?
It's the same every single year. How can you forget?
I'm blind. Can you see the lights of Elsa's car?
No.
She knows I don't know the road. It's damned inconsiderate.
Oh, don't worry. She'll stop and wait as soon as she realizes we've lost her.
I wish to God I was for sure. I'll have to drive faster.
Take care, I beg you.
I don't want to get lost out here in the fog.
We should never have come. You're going much too fast.
Cut it out, woman. I'm quite nervous enough without your nagging.
Look out, there's a bend in the road.
Don't shout my ear. You're giving me a headache.
Stay on the right. Look out! There's a car!
I help you? Take care when you get up to the crossroads. The turning to Millen is ahead on the left.
I hope it's a decent road. This fog's getting pretty thick.
It's narrow, but not too windy, until you get to a bend over the hill.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Have you by any chance seen a big old car?
I can't recall seeing any cars.
Who are you? Who are you? Get away from me, for God's sake. For God, not you. Stay where you are. Leave me alone.
Are you all right?
I think so. What happened?
No more road, that's what happened. God knows where we are. Here, give me a hand.
Help me! Help me!
I keep getting the feeling that we're on another planet. Roads that disappear and then reappear again. Others that are suddenly interrupted and...
Help me, somebody!
Oh, God! What's that? What's the matter?
What happened?
I'm being pursued.
There's no one pursuing you.
Can't you hear it?
What? I can't hear anything.
Sort of deep sighing.
What happened to you?
I don't really know. I was driving my car in the direction of Soren.
And lost your way in the fog.
Exactly.
Same thing happened to us. Only we were heading for Millen.
Evidently you took a wrong turning, just as we did when we left the main road.
No, you're wrong. I'm sure it was the right one. Then suddenly I found myself in a cemetery.
I couldn't see anyone or hear anything out of the ordinary. Are you sure that...
Yes, quite sure.
First of all, there was this horrible sound like someone breathing, harsh and loud. Then all at once, a man appeared. His face was hidden, but he was wearing the uniform of a chauffeur. He was enormously tall. And in the middle of his chest he had a... Well, you think it's my imagination. And maybe it is.
Tell me, was the man in uniform alone?
No. There was an old woman in black with him. You don't believe it. You must think I'm crazy.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't blame you. But I'm not subject to hallucinations.
No, of course not. We don't think you're crazy. It's all right now. I promise. You've obviously had a nasty shock. The only thing that really makes any sense is that your car has broken down, and here we are, all three lost in a fog. What we're going to do about it, I don't quite know.
The map's not very encouraging. We don't seem to be on it.
Well, I wouldn't let that worry you. But there's one good thing. We're near a cemetery. The dead are buried by the living. So there's got to be a village somewhere in the neighborhood.
You weren't thinking of going through it?
No, we'll walk around the wall until we come to the gate. The village must be on that side. Look what we have here, a Rolls Royce.
How strange.
What's it doing here?
Don't you realize this is just the sort of car to be driven by a chauffeur in uniform?
It's the same number plate of the car that...
That's really incredible.
What is it? What's incredible?
That this is the car that tried to run me down less than an hour ago.
The cemetery has been abandoned.
And I'm afraid the village will be as dead and dark as those unattended graves.
What is this awful place? I've never heard of it. I'm sure it doesn't exist.
Of course it exists. We're in it. This path must lead somewhere.
Look over there.
What?
A light.
Let's go and see who's there.
You're blinding me with that flashlight. Didn't you hear?
Amazing. We run into you everywhere.
I could say the same thing.
It is strange.
All right, come in.
Elsa.
So you got fog-bound, too. What a surprise.
Why did you greet us at the door with a gun?
When we arrived here, someone was trying to break in.
As soon as he saw us, he made off and disappeared into the fog.
He seemed to be wearing uniform. Yes, the sort of uniform a chauffeur might wear. Yes, boots to the knees.
Boots, you said?
Certainly. I must admit I too was lost. Temporarily. But I know I would soon have found the road to Millen if these two hadn't crashed into me.
It wasn't my fault.
I'm sure it wasn't, but the fact remains, we're stuck here now.
Quite true.
The fog isn't usually this enveloping. It'll be gone by morning, I'm sure. If you'd care to remain here tonight, you are most welcome. There are only 3 bedrooms available, however, and I'm afraid they haven't been aired for some time.
Miss Clinton very kindly helped us after the accident. I blew the horn of my car.
And I heard it. So I went to see what was going on. Where are we? In an abandoned village around 15 kilometers from Milan.
Any chance we could get there tonight?
The visibility's nil. I personally wouldn't attempt.
Won't you sit down, Miss Clinton? Tell me, how did you get out here?
On a bicycle. By a path that goes straight through the woods. But I'm sure I'd never find it again now the fog's so thick.
I might find it on my motorbike.
It's idiotic.
Aren't you coming?
How did you find yourself here?
I must have taken a wrong turn. I obviously turned to the right by mistake.
No, you turned left, all right. But instead of carrying straight on, you took another turn that brought you here.
But we suddenly found ourselves in a cemetery.
There's a network of small roads leading through the valley. You took the one that comes to the cemetery, but luckily you found your way here. And now you know how easy it is to get lost.
Why didn't you turn back to Milan when you saw the fog beginning to come down?
It seemed more sensible to spend the night down here. You see, this is my house, and I often come here, though I live in Milan. What does surprise me is that someone like you should lose your way when you know the area so well.
But
I'm a good physiognomist, generally.
what does that mean?
I've seen you many times.
I don't remember ever having seen you.
We belong to two different worlds.
I'm not surprised to hear you say that. I keep having the sensation that we've crossed the frontier between the real and the unreal.
I've never heard anybody mention this place before.
That's not surprising. The inhabitants abandoned it years ago.
I imagine they had a very good reason for doing so, don't you think?
Of course, there are a lot of stories. The country folk around here are superstitious. A mysterious epidemic occurred. They say the victims died by being bitten in the throats by a vampire who drained their blood. In any case, everyone left the village. I heard that 12 people died in one night. And when their bodies were found the following morning, their relatives buried them here in the cemetery. And then everyone left this place forever, abandoning their houses, their land, everything they owned.
Oh, God, do you hear that?
It's coming from in here.
Please, don't open it. It's years since I went down to the cellar. The last time I saw a rat. I'm terrified of rats, so I keep that door bolted. And the electricity's been cut off tonight. It makes me a little nervous.
Well, if that's a rat, it's a damn big one.
I'll try to kill it with my gun. Open the door now.
Please. No. My nerves won't stand it. I beg you not to open that door.
All right, as you wish.
Well, whatever it was, it's gone away.
I've noticed that you have an interest in that family portrait. It's Julia Clinton.
Yeah. She resembles you a lot.
And my aunt was a very eccentric woman. She was a witch, so they say. Maybe that's why she made a collection of all those weird pictures. It might explain it. In actual fact, I don't know anything for certain. I'm in this house long after everyone else had deserted the place. And there were only those graves out there in the cemetery to show that people had once been here and had the life drained out of them by a vampire.
Did she inhabit the place alone?
No, she found she had to employ a man to act as valet, gardener, chauffeur. He was really extremely tall and ugly. But she trusted him and evidently drove her Rolls Royce very well, until one day he got drunk and crashed it into the cemetery wall just outside the house. They were both killed immediately.
Both killed?
Yes, in 1942. She had her head crushed. The steering wheel punctured the chest of the chauffeur.
My dear, what's the matter?
I'm sure it's
What
her
is it?
nerves. She seems to be in a state of shock.
Do something. Can't you see she can't get her breath?
Help me get her to the window.
Yes, I'll open it.
She had an attack like this before.
Take deep breaths, dear. It'll pass.
Is that any better? Is the air helping?
Perhaps
Are
you
you
should
all
lie
right?
down.
No, thank you. Better now.
You gave us quite a scare. I didn't realize you were in such a nervous state.
I'm sorry, but I...
Come and sit down quietly.
Yes, right.
Does she usually suffer from nerves?
Yes, since the death of her father.
Was he killed in an accident?
No, it was a heart attack. He was in his daughter's bed with a young girlfriend of hers from college when he died. It was a scandal for months.
But why?
Nowadays, I suppose it seems like nothing to the young. But 30 years ago, it was a really shocking thing. Attitudes have changed quite a lot. Anyway, Elsa lost her mother when she was still a child. She was very attached to her father. It wasn't really surprising she took it hard. She had a nervous breakdown over it.
Feeling better now?
All right. I must have collapsed.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Better take one of these. It'll help you relax. They're tranquilizers.
Can I be of any help to you?
No, thank you. I hope you made yourself comfortable.
Yes, I'm much obliged.
If there's anything you need...
No, thanks. I'll be all right.
Good night, then, Mr. Porter. This'll keep you warm now. Sleep well.
Give me a hand, will you?
All right.
This is all I have to offer you. I'm terribly sorry.
Don't worry, that'll be fine.
I hope you won't be too uncomfortable.
I'm grateful for your hospitality.
How is that woman feeling now?
I gave her a sedative and she went to sleep at once.
I got the impression she wouldn't be able to get to sleep too easily.
If you want anything else in the night, don't hesitate to call me. The others have already settled in.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Good night. And thank you.
Where are you going?
I want to see how Elsa is.
She's asleep by now. No need to go waking her.
Well, how do you know?
Let that Clinton woman see to her. I'm extremely tired. Let's get a little rest. Tomorrow's a very important day for us.
Get a grip on yourself, man. Get a grip on yourself.
Wait. You don't mean to go in there.
I must.
Whatever for?
I want to find out what's going on here.
And you think the answer's in there?
Well, it's possible.
Go on.
You see? It slides quite smoothly. No sign of rust.
What are you getting at?
But don't you recall, she told us that this door hadn't been opened for a good many years.
Yes, that's true.
No, I'm going in. I just want a quick look.
It's so dark. What do you hope to see?
I didn't believe the story about that rat.
Why not? What are you looking for?
That scratching sound we heard couldn't have been a rat. You see? There are no scratches on the lower part of the door.
If it wasn't a rat, what was it?
I've no idea. But I intend to find out. Look. What do you think did that?
Certainly not a rat. Let's get out of here. It gives me the creeps. I'm scared, Fred.
dance? Are you asleep?
No. What do you want?
I wondered if you'd like a little company.
I'm perfectly all right on my own. Please go away.
Wouldn't you like a little drop of whiskey?
No.
You must be lonely. It's horribly sinister in here.
I wish you'd leave me alone.
I'd be terrified. Not only your bedroom. All the rooms are alike, including mine. In fact, I feel very uneasy. Really, I do. And I thought perhaps a little whiskey would do us a world of good.
I don't want your whiskey or your company. Go away.
But I...
Get out of here.
You mean you really want me to go?
Yes.
I always thought there was something odd about you. Now I know what.
Get out.
I never bother with women who despise men.
I'm thirsty. Everything all right, Dad?
Pretty good. I feel more like your brother. You're looking cute tonight.
You wouldn't think so if you were sober. I'm only your daughter.
Oh.
May I have a glass of orange?
You may look good, but you're a foul mood.
I admit you're a handsome man, Dad.
Oh, thanks.
But one thing gives away your age.
That's interesting. Do tell.
Your preoccupation with little girls.
Oh, that.
Your behavior's disgusting. You were propositioning that child.
Adeline's no child. She's your age.
I know that. Today it's Adeline. It'll be her little sister next. Like me to find out if she likes old men, too?
No, thanks, Elsa. I manage alone. I don't usually sleep with my daughter's college friends. At least, not many. I take it you had a row with Ernest again.
Yes, I did.
I'm happy to hear it. Let me warn you. He's a scoundrel. A good for nothing.
Ernest is extremely rich.
That's what he likes you to think. He'll get through his inheritance in a week.
Sorry, I beg to differ.
Have it your own way. I warned you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have someone waiting.
A martini, very dry.
Ernest, I didn't expect you. I'm glad you could make it.
Really? Do you want to start again?
I don't see why not.
Be reasonable, Elsa. I'm no longer at that age when love can blind one. I see you as you are. Capricious, dominating, a spoiled child.
You mean you don't want me?
Yes, I do. I'm crazy about you and you know it. But your behavior is unbearable, Elsa.
Oh, I'm not so awful.
All right, then. Let's try again.
Come on. Let's go. I'm sorry about yesterday. I promise never to make a fuss about anything again.
Let's hope not. Where should we go?
Wherever you like. Let's go to my place.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, I am. The two of us alone. In your house, Daddy. In your bedroom. In your own bed.
Who is it?
Me, Porter. Miss Clinton, can I come in? You there?
Was there anything you wanted?
No, not really. I'm just a bit lonely. And I thought...
Come in, Mr. Porter, and close the door.
Thought perhaps you'd like a drop of whiskey. I don't enjoy drinking alone. And I wondered if you would like to keep me company.
Wait just a minute.
Why?
Would you mind doing me a favor, Mr. Porter?
No, anything.
Turn around.
What do you mean?
You don't mind, do you? For a second.
Oh, I understand now. You're modest. I will. I like modest girls.
scream, it's me.
I almost died of fright.
I'm sorry, but how the hell was I to know it was you? I put the torch out.
What were you doing in there?
Looking around. And you'll never guess what I found.
If it's something awful, I don't want to know.
Don't be silly. Come and look.
Right, let's get out of here. I don't like it.
This tunnel leads to a crypt.
Honestly?
Don't be afraid. Come on. It's just a chapel I found, attached to the family vault.
Elsa. Elsa. Good night.
I'm only your father, you know, not God. Just a man like any other with defects as well as virtues. I'm anything but perfect. I'm only a man.
You can't expect a husband to be perfect either. But he has a right to be a husband. You can't deny me that. What have I done to deserve this? It's you who's destroying our marriage. It's your fault, Elsa.
I heard a cry, so I thought I'd see if you were all right. But it must have been a nightmare.
Yes, it was a nightmare, that's all.
You seem very upset. If you'd like me to, I could lie here with you until you feel better. Tell me about the dream you had. Was it a bad one?
No. It was something very personal. I'd prefer not to talk about it.
Don't talk about it then.
I'm terribly tired. I think I'll try to sleep.
This passage under the garden must have been built to reach the crypt of Martha Clinton's family.
Whatever it is, it's a spooky place.
That's very strange.
Why? I don't see anything strange about it.
Someone's removed the cover of this coffin. Look. Julie Clinton, 1864 to 1942. When she died, she was nearly 80 years old.
Julie Clinton?
It means that Miss Clinton's story was true.
But if she and her chauffeur were killed, how did we see that man on the way here?
That's what I want to find out.
Can you see anything?
There's nothing inside.
Well?
I don't understand it. She's either making fools of both of us with her fables about vampires, or there's something most peculiar going on around here.
Do you think the vampire was her aunt?
I'm not sure, but there's a lot of evidence to make
you think so?
Well, yes.
If you're trying to scare me any more than I am already, you're wasting your time.
I'm not trying to scare you. It's just that I'm trying to get to the bottom of this goddamn mystery. Clinton family. Now do you understand?
Mm-hmm. The only thing I understand is it's better out here in the fog than in that awful house.
Hey, who is it?
It's Mr. Porter.
Porter! What are you doing there? Stop shooting! Stop!
Must have gone raving mad.
Stay here and try not to move. Oh. Laura, come here, quick.
What's the matter with him?
The man's dead.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think he had a heart attack.
Perhaps it was the shock of seeing us coming out of that tomb.
No. He's quite cold.
You mean?
That's rigor mortis. He's been dead quite a while. See that? He was murdered.
But then how did he shoot at us?
I don't know, but the barrel of his gun's still warm.
Hear that?
Yes, he did.
What is it?
God knows. Stay there. Who are you? Stay where you are, I'll shoot you.
What are you waiting for? Fire!
Stop! I'm warning you.
Right, let's go, please.
All right. It's dangerous to stay here. We'll take him back to the house. Here. Help me.
What happened?
Hurry, please. Shut the door.
Now, please tell me what you were doing out there.
Porter's dead.
Dead? But how?
Have you seen my wife?
No. Why?
Well, she just disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes, we went to sleep last night. And when I woke up, there was nobody beside me. I took the liberty of knocking on Elsa's door, but there was nobody there either.
You're saying that both Elsa and your wife have disappeared?
Yes. I've searched everywhere and found no trace. Oh, my heavens. What's the matter with Mr. Porter?
He's dead, I'm afraid.
I don't believe it. How did it happen?
He had a heart attack. Probably brought on by a great shock. But we can't know for sure until there's an autopsy.
I hate to change the subject, but I smell burning.
So do I.
Look, it's coming from there.
You're right. Laura, do your best to put this fire out.
All right, but hurry back and help me.
She's coming too. You keep an eye on her.
Oh, please don't leave us alone.
I have to.
But why?
Because it's something I have to do.
What's so important?
To uncover the truth. Here, take this. You know how it works, don't you?
Yes. I take off the safety cap.
Yes, that's it. Then all you do is pull the trigger. Be back soon.
How is she?
I'm afraid she's still suffering from shock and a certain amount of asphyxiation. What she really needs is medical help.
I don't know where you're going, but I don't advise trying to get to Millen if that's your idea.
It is? Just what I'm going to do.
Don't. You'll never make it.
You know what this fog's like.
I'm sure you're right, but I'm going to do my best. Goodbye.
Listen, if you get to Millen, go straight to the police.
Don't worry, I will.
How could you leave me alone like that?
But I thought you were sleeping.
Yes, of course I was. But I was woken up by a sound, and I didn't have any idea where you were.
Well, there's no need to worry now that I'm here.
Where have you been?
I went to see if I could find a blanket somewhere. You don't want to get cold.
No, I want to get dressed immediately.
It's better for you to stay there.
I want to get dressed.
All right. All right, if that's what you want, I'll help you. Where did you put your clothes?
In that cupboard.
I put it on the bed. Come on. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Get out of here. Don't boy. You come any near, I'll shoot. Get in here.
in there. Help me.
What is it? Alice. What are you doing here?
I don't...
My husband. Where is he?
What's wrong, Mrs. Tremont? Tell me what it is.
The pills I took.
What pills?
The pills that my husband gave me. Pills for my insomnia. I couldn't go to...
Congratulations. It worked perfectly. Easily the best performance of your illustrious career. Too bad it wasn't a theater. It's curious to what point a human being can be terrorized. Porter's heart literally stopped beating, else has been driven insane. And those two kids are convinced that Porter's body shot it. Without realizing that the only live bullet was the one left deliberately in the gun. And that all the others were blanks.
We must destroy the loudspeakers and tape recordings as soon as possible.
Igor will take care of that. Don't worry about it.
It'll be dawn soon. We must hurry. I can just imagine the faces of the policemen when those two start talking about walking corpses and vampires.
And when we tell them that nothing happened here at all?
They'll probably end up in an asylum along with Elsa.
Certainly.
It's you.
Everything went very smoothly. In fact, exactly as we planned it. There's a minor detail that should be cleared up. The cost of the operation. We would like double.
What are you doing? Have you gone mad?
What do you want me to?
It sounded like a shot.
Someone fired a shot.
What was it?
Oh, wake up, Mrs. Tremont. Please don't go to sleep again. Not now. You mustn't now.
What did you have to do that for? We've done everything you wanted us to do. What do you want from us now? Don't point that. Don't point that. Just give us the amount we agreed to do it for, or whatever you like. No!
No. No. Don't shoot me, too. I'll never tell anybody about it. You've nothing to fear from me.
Laura!
In here, Fred. Here.
Open the door!
I have to move this desk.
Are you all right?
Oh, Fred.
I thought I'd never find you. We've no time to lose. We'd better get out of here.
We can't possibly leave these two here alone.
There's no choice. We must get to the police and send an ambulance. It's almost dawn, and we only have the motorcycle.
Elsa. Elsa.